And I think, as you very well know, with all the guidance and coaching that you provide up and coming leaders over the years and that Lab to Leadership program, I mean, that is a big transformational shift for most folks to realize I'm in the decision-making chair. Certainly there may be hierarchical, higher level decision-making that may come down upon a new manager, but at the end of the day, as a manager, your team is looking at you for some decisions. And, quite frankly, it's an exercise in risk management. From a scientific background, we always understand the risk of science and the evolution of that. But from a people manager, a leadership standpoint, it's an exercise in risk management. When you think about a project coming down to the team, you as a new manager are making an assessment on who on the team can best deliver on that project, who's going to lead it, who may be in a supporting role. That decision finds you somewhere on the risk spectrum as to can those people deliver. Very different with regards to your role as an individual contributor. So that people dynamic is a really important part of as a new manager, knowing at some point you have to make a call as to how the work's going to get done, who's going to lead the project, who's going to be in a supportive role, and that takes on a level of risk. You may find yourself needing to be in more of a micromanagement versus easygoing, but all of those are assessments on risk, which is really important. And I think that transition from an individual contributor where you know your skills, you know your capacity, to then ultimately being accountable as a manager to get work done through people always involves a great deal of risk. And I would say, Miriam, one of the things that people can really need to think about as they come into these new management roles is, where do they feel comfortable on that tolerance of risk? Like how important it is, but also where's the organization's level of risk tolerance? Most of us that grew up in life science fields, there's not a whole great deal of risk taking, massive risk taking. You're talking about human life in most cases. So there's usually a gravitational pull towards less risk. But let's face it, organizations like earlier mid-stage companies probably have to take on a little bit more risk. So as a new manager, most likely the default is to embrace the company's risk tolerance. But as you grow in management, you probably, through experience, are able to take on a little bit more risk in those decisions. But that's also a very personal decision as to where you can sleep well at night based on your level of risk in the team. But at a high level, from your question, I mean, people management is a level of risk management as you think about the team, their skills, and getting the work done.